And we're back. Welcome, everybody. This is going to be a live press conference of Moe Stoops. We're talking about the retirement of Coach Bob Stoops, so everybody, time in. Hello, everybody. This is Moe Stoops, cousin to Bob Stoops, head coach, University of Oklahoma football program. This is Moe Stoops, cousin to Bob Stoops, former head coach of the University of Oklahoma football program. Just kind of wanted to sit down and talk with everybody today, kind of answer some questions that have been lingering. As you know, we'll be retiring there after 18 years of a dedication to the University of Oklahoma football program. Just want to say, that Big Game Bob still be around. Anyways, I might change it to maybe Mary Kay Bob or Pebble Beach Bob, maybe Chicago Bears Bob. But anyways, certainly think I like the Pebble Beach Bob the best. Anyways, I certainly want to talk about things that are going to be taking place and from this transition forward, and just want to give thanks to many people who've helped me over the years here. One of the things I want to talk about, reasons for retiring. There's several personal reasons I've looked over for the last couple months. I've talked with Joe Castiglione and President Bourne about. Couldn't ask for a couple better guys to have worked here with over the years. Not very often you get a couple guys in those positions that stay as long as they have. And we've made heck of a trio here at the University of Oklahoma. I just want to thank those guys for what they've done from bringing me in when I was just a young pup. And, maybe that's what they're looking as far as doing as they go forward. Sitting here at 56 years old, just want to look at things that my health, concerns, nothing in particular. I promise you on that. You can read my screenings, but anyways, just want to make sure that there's no rumors out there. But I've got a couple boys, seniors they're in high school. Kind of want to focus on that, watch them grow and play as they step into their college career. And I've done 18 good years here, mostly thinking about things that just thinking about it and knowing it's the right time for me to step down, living on a high note. We want to talk about finishing last year at the Big 12 championship victory, as well as beating Auburn, which if you didn't know, they were an SEC team. And also we won the spring game, and just duly noted, I won all 18 since I've been here. That's something commendable, something to brag about during my tenure here as a head coach of the University of Oklahoma football program. So anyways, I just believe it's the right time here, looking at all these things. We built up the facilities and bringing in the top recruiting class, things of that nature. Anyways, one of the biggest questions I've got to ask looking forward is, does Big Game Bob go visor, no visor, So anyways, not any regrets. You guys want to ask about any regrets I've had in this time or how I've handled things, and I think the only regret I got in this life is when I missed that tackle against Billy Sims. That was, 30-something years ago when I was playing for Iowa. So anyways, definitely don't want to bring that up. Just once again, I want to thank all the coaches I've had over my career here. I've come and gone through the circle, had many come through, gotten to know them and their families, and of course couldn't have done this without those guys. Quite commendable staff, training staff, and all the people that go into this thing that make this what it is today, the brand of Oklahoma football. All the players you get to know over the years, you go in their house, you recruit them, you get to know their family, you bring them on board, you get to know them as a person and watch them grow from a child into a man. Sometimes getting to know their probation officers as well and criminal defense attorneys, but that's either way. That's not all of them, just a few. I won't name any names. So anyways, I think that's a pretty awesome deal to get to know these guys, and just want to give thanks to all of them. I want to give thanks to my family for sticking by my side, especially the good old cousin Mo. Not going to talk about all the accomplishments here that Big Game Bob's had, but I will discuss mostly what I'm going to talk about is all the accomplishments that other coaches did not have. Those consist of, people talk about Big Bob in a one national championship there and 10 Big 12 championships. I'd like it to be noted there was less losses at home. So anyways, I had 17 consecutive bowl berths, or that may make that 18, and I think we had less in felony charges, so that's good. Only coach to win all 4 BCS bowls and a national championship, quite commendable. Certainly want to point that out. 14 double-digit win seasons. That's most of any FBS since the year 2000. and we've had at least 8 wins in 17 seasons. That's the longest active streak in FBS. 10 squads of mine finished top 6 AP poll. Quite respectful to do that year in and year out. Also want to say that's most wins in OU history, and that's something I definitely want to point out when you're talking about some of the great coaches here at the Sooner Nation, and Bud Wilkinson and Barry Switzer, and maybe even Howard. Well, Bud and Barry, anyways, certainly want to move on at the end of the day. Most wins of any Power 5 team conference there over the last 18 years. Quite big deal there. 6 Big 12 Coach of the Year honors, along with 2 National Coaches of the Year. Thank you for that. I couldn't have done that alone, that's for sure. Best home game record there at .918 over the last 18 years. Second best there is OSU, and I'm talking about Ohio State there, not the agricultural courting, breeding, and development OSU. That's up there in Stillwater. So anyways, moving forward, just want to say that Ohio State home record's definitely going to take a hit come September. Boomer. 110 sellout home games, and thank you fans for that. Could not have done that without you, obviously. Anyways, 60 and 30 versus top 25 games. That's why they call me Big Game Bob, and I'd appreciate it for anybody not to question that. And overall, 190 to 48, so batting about 800. That's quite commendable, if you ask me. And you are asking me, so I'm going to tell you. So anyways, just want to give a major thanks to everybody that stepped in and helped beyond my career, make it what it is today. Quite respectful years here. And anyways, just want to talk about passing the baton on to Lincoln Riley now. I know many people talk about Lincoln Riley, and most notably the 2015 Broyles Award winner for top assistant coach. Over his last 2 years, he's had the top quarterback rating here in FBS, maybe even the top blood alcohol level for quarterbacks in the FBS, but that's neither here nor there. So anyways, comes in at 33 years old. People have questioned whether that's young or not. Me personally, I think 33 is the perfect age to be right now. I mean, perfect age to be at this moment, anywhere, anytime. 33 is a good number. And that just means he's got a lot more years in him to go beat OSU and other teams like that over and over. And imagine the number of Big 12 championships old Lincoln can win. Lincoln, we like to call him Stinking Lincoln, but that's in reference to some bathroom humor there in the men's locker room. But we won't put him out there on blast like that. Anyhow, he served here as the offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach, and he's done a lot in teaching the quarterbacks like Baker Mayfield. Got Baker throwing well and managing the game well, teaching him how to evade the defenders. In this offseason, he really worked hard on trying to work with Baker's attempts to evade, Fayetteville PD. We're going to work on that, and hopefully that's gotten better. He can't take hits like that too often. If he sits out, you've seen what that's done to us in the past. Anyways, certainly want to point out that having the highest quarterback rating is quite commendable, and that could not have been done without Coach Riley. So anyways, I think he can do this moving forward. I just want to share the good news with you. Moe's not going to be retirement fully. I think this is an opportunity for me to step forward. I've been asked to be a special assistant to Joe Castiglione. So no longer will it be cousin to Bob Stoops, head coach of the University football program. It'll be something in the realms of this is Moe Stoops, cousin to Bob Stoops, special assistant to Joe Castiglione, athletic director here at the University of Oklahoma, which deals with the football program. So anyways, certainly at the end of the day, want to thank everybody for my years here, and just let you know that I'll still be around. So in closing, thank you and God bless, and we'll just play a small little song here.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you.
Boomer.